Free Wi-Fi everywhere.com. What if you could share one internet connection and gain access to thousands of others? Provide additional security for your home network, and advertise your projects to passersby, all at no cost to you. What a deal, you know? Okay. Now here's how to do it. There's a wire coming into your house. That's the wire. It's connected to a box with an antenna that blankets your house with internet, called Wi-Fi. The box is called a router. Now I'm not going to tell you about the 4 strands of wire inside that wire, or that they're twisted every now and then, enabling us to pump large quantities of junk down that wire, which we call Ethernet, or that it was developed by Xerox. In a gentler world where sharing was a norm and was unencumbered by intellectual property restrictions. Or that the phone company never figured out the little twist. The little twist in the 4 strands. That's why DSL sucks. Now what I'm going to tell you about is sharing. If we all activated a guest zone on our Wi-Fi, we would all be online everywhere. Now we pay $30, $40, $60 a month for expensive, slow data plans for our phones, tablets, computers, and other toys. Now why do we do this when we could get high-speed cable or DSL if we all share internet connections? We share our internet connection, our one connection, and we gain access to thousands as we drive all over town. Now for your information, the slow cell phone network delivers about 1 million ones and zeros per second. Whereas Wi-Fi in your home is a speed demon, delivering about 800 million, called megabits per second. Whoa, that's fast. Now, how secure is it? Let's get it on business. Now, a dirty little secret is that your home network is wide open to invaders. Your cell phone's DVD players, Playstation3 and Xbox, not Xerox, are all connected, maybe Xerox, are all connected to your protected home network without a firewall. You know that new virus that's going around? I forget what it's called, but it invades home networks and then creeps over and goes into your cell phones and stuff, and then your computers. It travels all through your network in your house. Your DVD player. I have on my DVD player. It complains that it wants BD Live in order to play Blu-ray DVDs sometimes. Now, this is bizarre. This is some sort of live chat thing, and they require that I do that. They won't let me play the DVD that I just rented. Now, in order to get the live chat thing, I have to plug in my home network. Now, that means if they can talk to my machine and I can talk back to them, then we have a two-way connection going. And now they're asking permission to do this, but they really don't need to do that because they already got it. All right, anyhow, that's just all bizarre. Now, the better solution is to connect all these devices wirelessly to your guest zone. because the router completely isolates the guest zone from your home network. Now, how do I do this? Most Wi-Fi, in addition to the normal password-protected home network, will also allow you to activate a secure guest zone available to everybody within about 300 feet. That means that anybody driving by can share your internet. To configure the Wi-Fi, and you don't need to check the DNS and make sure the DHCP is operational, or WP2 or AES, and the myriad complexities of this technology. You don't need to know that because it's already set up. Use your computer. On the desktop, click on the E icon. You know that E icon, that nuisance, that Microsoft stuff there that you used to not be able to get rid of, to activate Internet Explorer. On the top line, type the magic numbers, 192.168.0.1. That's 192.168.0.1. Log in, find the guest zone, add your advertisement. You didn't know about that, did you? Save it, and you're good to go. That's it. It's easy. Passers-by will see your billboard. Placing your advertisement in the SSID, the identifier of your wireless signal, will get your message seen. If you drive by my house, you'll see David Gray's peoplefinder.com, or maybe computer repair, or 555-1212, or lost cat, or party starts at 9, TV for sale, or need a ride. There's a new way to sum a ride, by the way. If you take your cell phone and you adapt it for tethering, then you can put into the identifier of the network, the SSID, something like, need a ride downtown. Cars come by driving by, it'll pop up on their cell phones. You can wave to them as they go by. Maybe somebody will give you a ride. New way to sum a ride. A pop-up notification appears on their cell phone displaying your message. I kind of always said that. Now, there's a big nuisance. This stuff like Taco Shack, Best Buy, Worst Buy, and those are the messages. Now, in fact, this is what it looks like if you drive by my house. See that thing right there? Oops, where is it? There it is there. Now, that's what pops up. That's a picture of what's on my iPhone. Okay. Now, how much will it cost? Well, it's not going to cost you anything. It's zero. Will it drag down my internet connection? In most cases, the effect will be minimal. Terms of service. Now, this is more interesting. Internet providers generally do not encourage this, and in some cases, this can be a violation of the terms of service. However, citizen action. Government has failed us, but we can do this. Now, some cities have passed laws against internet sharing, reminiscent of the old World War II movies where the Nazi truck with an antenna is trolling for wayward signals, ready to call the Gestapo or Homeland Security. Microsoft makes it difficult to set up a guest zone, unless you know the magic numbers, 192.168.0.1. In the early days of the internet, the oil companies ran fiber down their oil pipeline right away to every community. Bandwidth today is almost infinite, as Enron learned the hard way. Enron was a mega company, the darling of the Dow Jones average, but they screwed California when they controlled gas prices. But they also bought a lot of bandwidth, and they held it on their financial statement, and they thought it was all so valuable. They didn't notice all that fiber running all over the country. The fiber, there's a supply and demand. The bandwidth was worthless, the financial statement was zero, and the company collapsed, and Houston was a disaster. A lot of people lost their entire life savings. The corporate executives screwed the employees by taking the pension plan and buying stock in the company in order to pump up this company, presumably so they could sell out their own stuff. Anyhow, it was a disaster. The information technology providers are still trying to sell bandwidth. They just haven't learned. And which is almost free to them still. Keeping the price high by artificially restricting supply, suppressing the good-hearted efforts of paying customers who wish to share that which they pay for. These efforts to cripple the spread of internet communication medium by the officious purveyors of paranoia have extinguished innocent sharing into oblivion by polluting our minds with an artificial sense of technological insecurity for their own financial gain. Now, this project doesn't make any money, but it enhances our quality of life. The website is freewifieverywhere.com. One big long word. My name is David Gray, and you might check some of my other projects. The other main one is David Gray's peoplefinder.com. That's David Gray, Grays, peoplefinder.com. It's especially helpful for adoption searching, matching adopted kids with a biological family, putting families back together again.